Hey guys, welcome back. Remember our conversation in the past about the who in public speaking? Yes, we spoke about identifying our audiences and their basic demographics. But then, now that we are deep diving, what if I told you doing that was merely knowing and scratching the surface? To truly connect, persuade, to inspire, we need to go beyond the obvious today. Let's take a deep dive into what we call it as advanced audience analytics. Now, this is where the magic happens and where you will transform from a speaker to a genuine a communicator. Very, very, very important. Think about it. How many times in your personal experience have you actually listened to a speaker whose message felt very generic? Perhaps they used a jargon you did not understand or spoke about challenges that weren't even there on your radar or doesn't impact you. That's the result of superficial audience analysis. Speakers often do an analysis and stop at age, industry, job titles, but audience isn't a monologue. They're a dynamic group of individuals with diverse experiences, hidden assumptions, and simmering frustration, unique aspirations. So if you don't dig deeper, your perfectly crafted message, your brilliant insights might just sail right over their head, or worse, it can even disconnect. That can leave everyone feeling that the time was wasted. It's about bridging that gap between what you want to say and what they truly want to hear. So we need to define things. I would say audience analytics is about moving beyond the easily quantified things or demographics like age and occupations, where you come from, etc., etc., to understanding the psychographics of your listeners. It's about uncovering their values, their beliefs, their attitude, their interest, maybe even their lifestyle. Things like motivation, for example. What truly drives them? What problem are they trying to solve? What successes do they aspire to achieve? Won't it be good to know? Things like pain points. What keeps them up all night? What are the frustration, the obstacle or challenges they're facing, either professionally or personally? And how can your message connect to that? So, existing knowledge is very important. How much do they already know about your topic? Are they beginner in your topic, intermediate, or experts? Now, why I say this is using too much of jargon, for example, to a novice or oversimplifying for an expert can be equally disastrous for your speech. Attitude matters a lot. What are their pre existing beliefs or biases towards your topic, your industry, or even you as a speaker? Are they enthusiastic, skeptical, neutral, and sometimes are they even hostile? It's about asking what does this specific group need from me as a speaker right now in this moment to feel understood, empowered, and move to action. Well, I have a few more points to discuss. And right, you've guessed it right. This vlog is going to be a little bit longer as promised last time. Hence, I'm going to edit this for LinkedIn, and you can continue watching and listening to me on YouTube channel. This is all the series are available under the playlist as well for podcast. Don't miss it. Okay, so now where was I? Oh yeah, let's continue. Why advanced analytics matters. The power of true connection is what we're looking at over here, guys. When you dedicate your time to advanced audience analytics, the benefits that come actually magnifies. You know what? Your message won't just be heard, it'll resonate. It feels tailor made to someone, almost as if you're speaking directly to each person's unique situation. Because you actually are. This builds an intimate, powerful connection. Let me take an example of a GCC. For example, if you're talking about artificial intelligence in a GCC context, knowing that your audience biggest pain point is talent scarcity in the market today, right? It allows you to frame AI not just as a technology, but as a solution to specific talent challenges. So this will give you instant credibility and trust. When your listeners feel truly understood, they instinctively trust you. You are demonstrated as empathy and relevance seeking, which are cornerstones of your credibility. You are not just presenting any sort of data, you're offering solutions actually, which is directly related to their problem. Anticipate and neutralize objection. Very important. Because by understanding a potential skepticism or concern, in their pain points, you can proactively address objections within your speech. Now, this will demonstrate foresight and build confidence, disarming potential resistance before even it fully forms. Imagine discussing a new strategy. If you know your audience's fears is increased workload, for example, you can integrate solutions so that you can convert that fear into your pitch from the start. Craft irresistible, persuasive call to actions. When you know their motivation, you know what kind of actions or call to actions will move them. Is it to save money, to gain a prestige, to simplify the process, to contribute to a bigger cause? Your call to action becomes not just a request, but actually, if I may put it across, a direct answer to their underlying needs. How about I tell you, from informing to transforming, you can just stop being a dispenser of information and become a catalyst of change. You inspire action, shifts perspectives, and leave a lasting impact because your message is deeply rooted in what truly matters to them. This is the difference between a good speech and a great one. Now, that's a lot. I have a few more. So, how to conduct this advanced analysis? Practically, it is about becoming a detective, if you put it across in a humorous way, and gathering clues from various sources. Well, let's understand the power of social media today. You know what? Your digital deep dive, things like researching the organization or the event, probably beyond their website, you may look for their annual report, recent press releases, company values, and even internal communication if accessible, of course. What's their current strategy focus? Who are their competitors? What are the different products? What recent challenges or successes have they had? Uh, Taking an example from a GCC group, if they are expanding, optimizing, or innovating. Now, LinkedIn, you're watching LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn is your gold mine. So hashtag of events, search the event hashtags. Who is posting? What are the three event types of questions? Are there any speaker biases? Looking at their portfolio of other speakers, what are their areas of expertise? This actually helps you gauge audience exposure to certain topics, which is very important. What are the profiles of the audience? You know who is attending. For example, is it a VP, is it a representative, is it a marketing sales guy? You go through their LinkedIn portfolios. What are their recent posts about? What groups are they in? What skills, do the list. This reveals their current priorities and personal or professional challenges, honestly. Social media listening is another thing. Twitters or X, as we call it, other platforms. What are people in this specific community discussing about? Particularly on the topic that you're going to speak. What are the trending debates, common frustration, exciting new developments? Another thing is that talk to the organizers or host. This is very crucial. This is again another gold mine. Don't just ask about logistics to the hosts. If you may have that conversation, ask why this topic is so important to the specific audience right now. Maybe you get some insights. What are the biggest challenges related to the subject? What do you hope they think they do or feel differently after your talk? Are there any internal initiatives, the acronyms, or sensitivity that you should be aware of? Even check if the mood, general mood, or culture of this group, if you can get some information out of it. Go to pre event engagements like surveys or polls if appropriate. Your organizer could send that out for you on a quick call, anonymous poll with two, three questions. What's your biggest challenge with X? What do you hope to learn from Y? This gives you real time data and more readiness. You can also, if possible, have informal communication. Arrive early at a venue. Yeah. Chat with a few attendees. Ask them casually what brought you here today. Or probably, what are you hoping to get out of the sessions? Their spontaneous answer, believe me, can give incredible insights. Anticipate and prepare for Q&A. Very important. Based on your topic and what you know about the audience, knowledge and attitude, brainstorming potential question they might have, including skeptical or challenging ones. I would say that's also a priority. Prepare concise, confident answers for this. This builds your confidence and helps you appear very calm and poised, as I would call it. Read the room during your delivery. Constant observation is very important. Pay close attention to non-verbal cues, nods or agreements. Frustration, bows, confusion, smile of understanding, crossed arm, mm, people checking their phone. Uh, be ready to pivot if you see confusion. Slow down, offer another example or rephrase. If they're looking bored, inject a story, ask a question, increase your energy if they're highly engaged. You might dwell a little deeper than planned. Now, guys, this real time analysis is dynamic and powerful. It shows you're truly present and connected to them. Remember, it's about being a strategic detective, as I mentioned, not just a delivery person. It's about being present and empathetic before even you open your mouth and utter a word. There are some common pitfalls that you need to avoid. While audience analytics is powerful, there are traps. Stereotyping is the top of the list. Never assume everyone in a demographic group thinks or feel the same. All engineers might be introverts. All young guys or people love TikTok. Now, these are dangerous generalization. Dig deeper into individual. Over relying on demographics such as age, gender, location are starting point, but not end points at all. Focus on the why behind their presence and their psychological profiles. Assuming too much or too little is very dangerous. Don't talk them down if they are experts, and don't overwhelm them with jargon if they are novice. As I mentioned, a quick or a simple poll can level the ground. Well, not updating your analysis, analysis and audiences evolve. What they were last night, they might not be today. Always conduct fresh analysis for each engagement. Focusing only on yourself is the biggest pitfall. Your analysis isn't about what you say, it is about what they want to hear and how they will receive it. Now, well, um, I think we have covered quite a lot. Advanced audience analytics is crucially first step in truly transforming your public speaking. It actually allows you to craft messages that don't just land but deeply resonate and drive action with your audience. It's how you turn every presentation into a powerful, memorable conversation, and you truly transform fear into success. Um, Next, we're going to continue our deep dive by tackling a few other things like mastering your stage. Beyond the podium, using space, props effectively. We'll explore how to make your physical or even the digital environment work for you to amplify your message. Don't miss it. If this video has resonated with you or opened your eyes to a new level of audience understanding, give it a big thumbs up over here, like, share, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel for more smart speaking and deep dives. Uh, See you next time.